like I said, further down the rabbit hole. All this really bad shit that enters my reality plunges me further down the rabbit hole. I just woke up. Almost going to Grandma's. You bet your sweet ass I'm going to tell Donna what my mom said. You know, Marion, you know, they're so good. They've been taking care of Angel all these months. And you know, and Marion's like, because Angel has something, she needed an x-ray. Because she has arthritis in her hip or something. She's on medication. And Marion says to my mom, I want a receipt, you know. And then, like, my mom, you know, my mom, she always thinks, she told my mom, like, Angel needs an operation, whatever. And I was like, no, she doesn't need an operation or whatever. But she might at some point, who knows? The fact of the matter is that my mom said that to Marion, and Marion goes, that's $1,700. You know that Doug, you know, Samantha, you know, Doug's kid, she's old enough. Dogs don't last forever, you know, fuck with Marion. She's only 7. When you love your dog, you pay, you know. There are people that pay thousands of dollars to try to save their dog or their pets, you know. Marion's such an asshole. I keep going back to the same thing. She put $53,000 into her own pocket. Remember, it wasn't that she and my mom are splitting that. No, they won that case for $106,000. She put 53 in her own pocket, and my mom got 53. And then, you know, my mom says to me, and I'm like, Mom, that's really wrong, Mary, to do that. And Donna was so selfish, like, would she be stealing it or something? Because she questioned her, you know, and Mary questioned Donna. Just like, oh my God. My mom said, I'm going to say something to Mary. I'm like, yeah, you do that, Mom. Because everything you say, and then you can tell me, and then I can tell the world. See? I only tell the truth. No one can accuse me of slander. Because I only tell the truth. Even in regards to them, I only tell the truth. I know them, the people next door. I don't know them. I don't know anything about them. I only know the thing with the heat. You know, that's like Big Brother. That's ridiculous. You know? It's just ridiculous. It's like the cop I was talking to kind of agreed with me too. I even said, because I even said to him, like, you remember those cold days we had? All like, oh yeah, I do. You know. It's not slander when you tell the truth. I do believe he knew that I was here paying rent and whatnot. I believe he knew. Because my roommate had a roommate before, and there were witnesses to that, you know. I could talk to her, I could talk to the woman who had me, was Bobby's good friend, and told me he's a nice person. You don't have to be afraid, you can move in with him, and blah, blah. He himself told me he couldn't afford the rent. He told me that he even had to have his landlord cover him. He would have had to move out. See, all these things I could tell the judge, you know. And I'm sure the judge would side with me, but it doesn't matter. I would never try to stay here, you know. I would never. And since I'm only telling the truth, I mean, it can't be out here, but maybe there's a forum, maybe there's somewhere where I can go and talk like this and use real names and tell my story, say what happened to me, you know. It's not slander, it's 100% the truth. He tried to get me sectioned. What if he had succeeded, you know? What if he had the cops in his pocket and, you know, but they couldn't. They would get in such trouble if they just took me away, because then someone else evaluates me and they'd be like, there's nothing wrong with her, you know. But poor Omar would have been traumatized. Just because it didn't happen doesn't mean I was not traumatized by it, okay? And the cop was like, well, isn't it bad that this happens so we're all on the same page? Yeah, fuck you. No, it's not better that it happened. Better that it happened, yeah. He committed a crime and called 911 and made a complete and utter fabrication about me, that I was a danger to my you know. So better that it happened. God. That was awesome. It's not how life works, landlord. If there was a lease, yeah, but no lease, no. If there's a lease, he could say she's not on a lease and you need to remove her right now. You know, there was no lease. You can't just, I've been living here and paying rent and you knew I was here. You cannot just throw me out at a whim. I have online lawyers backing me up on that. Not all of them, but one who really seems to know his stuff has answered different questions I've asked. He says no. There are ones that even believe that, you know, see, it doesn't matter because I wouldn't take the chance. I can't take the chance. He could make some phony thing up. He could say, and then the police come again. No, I would never even take the chance. He plays dirty. He's dangerous to me, you know. I want to be out of here before the end of the week. But, you know, Joe and Travel have said you should tell your story and use names. You have their real names. You know what your former roommate does for a living. You know where he works, you know. This was wrong on all counts. So wrong. At least he hasn't shut the internet off on me. I know in his eyes he just thinks there's nothing I can do. The landlord had all the power. But no, it's not true. It's not true. He really didn't. You let him have all the power, Bobby, but he didn't have all the power. He was legally obligated to give you until the end of June, and if we had stood together and he really didn't have a leg to stand on when he came to throw me out either, according to online lawyers anyway, more than one. And you notice I'm still here. The police didn't throw me out. They just warned me, you know. That I had to the end of the month. Doesn't matter, the damage is done. Believe me, the damage is done. Further down the rabbit hole goes Laura. All of this is just plunging me further down the rabbit hole. Like I'm in a safe room or can't protect me from anything anyway. All he can do is bark and then, you know. I mean, mean, he could warn me there was somebody breaking in and whatnot, but that's all he can do is bark. But how sad. I mean, I don't feel even... What if I was scared or something? Would I call the cops? No. I'm more scared of the cops. I mean, you know what I mean? It's not a good situation here. Not a good situation for me. At least my roommate hasn't turned the internet off. I told you, he's controlled. It's almost like the mafia controlling, you know, like people store people or something. But he's controlled by the landlord. He is not deep down a bad guy. If he was a bad guy, I'd already have no internet. He hasn't even turned the internet off on me. He even left me some pots and pans when he packed up stuff. He accidentally took my stock pot. Didn't look for it when I told him to. It pisses me off, but, you know. And he took a couple of my containers. I don't know why. Like I said, he shouldn't have packed up that stuff when he knew his girlfriend didn't know what was mine and what was his. In the scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. Unless I come home today and the internet's off, at least he hasn't shut the internet off. At least he's, you know, doing that much for me.